You sense that you're an empath, but you don't know? Today I'm telling you 20 signs that will tell you if you're an empath or not. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time I post videos about empath, light workers, your life purpose and how to feel whole again. I am myself an empath, and I met others, and that's why I could get at these 20 signs that will tell you if you are an empath too. Sign number 1 that you're an empath: you know exactly when people are lying. For me, for example, this was since I'm a child. I remember that there were people lying to me, because most people lie. You lie in your daily life, sometimes small lies, sometimes bigger ones. And I always knew that they were lying. I didn't know why, but I knew it. And if you're an empath too, you may feel that too. You may always know if someone is lying to you. Sign number 2, you know the intention of the people. And this goes hand in hand with sign number 1. But what I mean with the intention is that you feel. The thing is that as an empath, you feel before you think. You feel if someone is lying, if someone has another intention as the one that they are telling you, for example, or if they are talking about something else, anything, but you can feel the intention. Why are they talking about this? Or why are they talking to you? And this is because empaths are super sensitive to little movements, to non-verbal stuff. Because as I told you, we can feel before we think. In other words, we know and we can feel the informations between the words. Sign number 3 that you're an empath: you feel drained and exhausted after meeting people. That doesn't have to be always, but many times when you're with a lot of people, or sometimes even just with one person, you feel exhausted afterwards. That's because you can feel every emotion, every intention of the other person. So you're not only feeling yourself, you're feeling this other person too. And this can really be exhausting. And if you're an empath, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It can be even more if you are meeting a whole bunch of people, and it's even more if these people maybe do not feel good, or if the people are stressed, or if there's some pressure in the air. And so that makes you feeling really drained. Sign number 4, you feel the vibe when you enter a room. Yeah, you know exactly when you enter a room, if the people inside that room were maybe fighting before you entered, were maybe discussing, were kissing each other, or doing anything else. You just know. You enter the room and you don't even have to look around. You come in and you feel, oh, this room feels like this, or these people just went through this. It doesn't have to be like this. Always sounds like an empath know exactly what the case is or what the problem is. But sometimes it's not this. It's just like this sense, this feeling. And oftentimes an empath who don't know its powers just feels different, or just feels something but cannot put it into words. Sign number 5, you feel the pain of the collective. Yeah, that doesn't sound nice, and it's not. For example, in a time of pandemic, or in a time of war or crisis, even if it's not in your country but somewhere else, you can sometimes feel this pain. You can feel the pressure. You can feel like the weight of the whole world is on your shoulders. How many times I was just crying in my life because I felt like I have to have all this weight on me, even if it had nothing to do with me in that moment, but I could feel the pain and this injustice in the world. So if you're an empath too, you can feel that too. Sign number 6, you feel like you're not from this planet. It feels sometimes that you are out of place, because you understand that you are different than most other people. And because you feel that much, that you're so sensitive and you can feel and sense everything around you, sometimes it is like you're not from here. Because you can see that other people do not feel that much, because they don't understand, they don't feel your feelings, but you feel their feelings. And so this makes you just feel like not from here. This can be hard and draining too, but when you start to understand that you are an empath, at least it gets easier. It helps you to understand why you're feeling like this. Sign number 7 that you're an empath: people tell you their secrets and their problems. This depends on you if you're someone who wants to listen or not, but usually the people just come to you and tell you everything about them. You meet someone new or someone at the party or I don't know where, and they just trust you. They just open their heart and tell you everything. And that's something typical. That's something that happens to empath really often. Sign number 8, you feel the experience of other people. For example, someone that I told you before is talking about their secrets or their problems. And it's not only that you can feel with them, like saying, okay, you have like this compassion. No, you can really feel how they feel in this situation. This makes you an amazing coach and an amazing person to help other people, because you can feel like you are experience this situation. Sign number 9, you want to help people and save the world. You may not know how, you most probably don't know how, but you feel that you would love to help others and you would love to just better the world, because you know how it feels and you know how the world could be a better place. And yeah, this makes you to a person that really wants to help others. And as an empath, that's a really great thing, because as an empath you can really help other people. Maybe you cannot save the world at the moment, but at least you can start to help other people if this is something that is calling you, if this is something that you really want to do. So how do you feel up to now? We are kind of halfway through it. Do you already feel that you are an empath? Let me know in the comments down below. Sign number 10, it's that you feel that you're here for something greater. And that could be that you feel you're here to save the world or to help people. That is something greater, that is a big purpose. It's just something in you that is this urge or this feeling of, yeah, I'm here for something. I have a purpose in life, a bigger purpose. Sign number 11, that you're an empath, and this one, it's really interesting. You blend in. And you know exactly how to do it. Mostly it happens when you're younger, or if you don't know yet that you're an empath, because you feel that you are different than others, and this sometimes can be really difficult, mostly for a child. You're already or in adulthood, and it's already difficult. And if you're an empath, you feel that you're different, and so you try to blend in, and you're doing it really well, because you know exactly what the people want, what the intention is of the other people, and so you can blend in and be perfect with it. And this is kind of sad, because you don't need to blend in. You're an empath, you're really a gift to this world. But yeah, that's the sign number 11. You are really good in blending in. Sign number 12, and this goes also kind of hand in hand with other signs, is that you know exactly what people want to hear from you. This also makes you, let's say, a good liar, because you know what people want, and if you want to blend in, or if you want if you want something from this person, you know exactly what to tell them. For example, I as a child, I never liked to go to school. I did not felt good there, and socializing with most other children, and so I could really just tell them what I wanted to hear. And so when I did not have time, I did not want to meet them, I could tell them something like, I do not have time because of this and this. Because I knew, okay, this answer is the one that they want to hear. Or with teachers or with parents sometimes too. I just told them what they wanted to hear. And so that made my life easier. Sign number 13, you felt alone or kind of in pain as a child. And of course, if you're different, if you feel different, this can be really painful and you can feel really alone. When you know that the other children are not feeling what you are feeling, or they're just feeling their feelings and not yours too, that can make you feel really alone. When you start to maybe consciously or unconsciously understand that your system works differently, that your feelings are different, you start to, even if you blend in, even if you socialize, you know that you're socializing or blending in. So you know that the others are just living and the others are just socializing and they just like it, and you just blending in, and so you feel that you can't be yourself because you need to blend in. And that can make you feel really alone. Sign number 14, that you're an empath. It could be that you did or are still using drugs and alcohol, or you're abusing drugs and alcohol. Could also be medication or something else that numbs your feelings and that just helps you to live this empath life. It can also be that you are overeating and you need or you use food to ground yourself. I, for example, have this when I'm with a lot of people. I just feel that I need to eat a lot, and I needed 20, 30 years to understand that I'm doing this because I'm grounding myself. I feel that I need food in that moment to ground myself and to maybe also numb myself. Sign number 15. You have a strong and powerful emotional response to movies or TV shows. Yeah, exactly. When you watch a scary movie, you're not only, watching the movie, no, you're really in it. Like, you really feel it. It can also be that afterwards you have a lot of dreams about it. You're really processing that movie because you were not just watching a movie, you were feeling the emotions of the actors and of the movie itself. So that can be really powerful, and also it's good to know it. When you're an empath, it's good that you know that you will have this big emotional response. So, if you can decide if you really want that or if you prefer not watching these kind of movies. Sign number 16. You feel healed and restored by nature. When you go into nature, if it's woods, forests, I don't know, the beach or somewhere where there's more nature than people, you just feel restored and healed, because the energy, as you feel all this energy and emotions of other people, when you're in nature, you might feel, oh my God, a colibri, a hummingbird. Okay, sorry, I'm back. This is the magic of nature. Hummingbirds are just most amazing animals and represent this magic of nature. And while I was talking about how nature can restore you, the hummingbird showed up. This is amazing. Yeah, exactly. You as an empath feel the magic of the nature and animals because they just will make you feel healed and restored. Sign number 17. You may have learned at a young age that you don't want to express your real feelings to not make other people feel uncomfortable. Yeah, because as an empath, you feel much more. You feel how this other person is feeling, and many times talking about that without that the other person really asks you about it, it makes them feel really uncomfortable. Maybe at a young age you told someone older than you something that they were feeling, but that you should not have been able to know. So they just feel uncomfortable, of course. Maybe to tell them, oh, why are you feeling sad today? Or you don't have to feel like this, or you don't, don't worry, this other person likes you, or something like this. And of course, this makes people uncomfortable if you really talk about their feelings without they ever told you about it. Sign number 18, you got told that you have to get a thicker skin, or in other words, you are too sensitive. Why are you so sensitive? Don't be so sensitive. And yeah, that's the story of the life of an empath. Sign number 19, that you're an empath. You need time alone. And sometimes you just understand this when you get a bit older. It's so that as you feel everything, you feel the emotion of other people, being alone is just really restorative, because then you just feel your own feelings and you can understand who are you and what are you really feeling and what are the feelings of others. So you really need time alone. If you may know it or not, you need it. And sign number 20 and last one, that you're an empath, is that you are highly sensitive. Of course, with all the other signs, we know now that you are sensitive, but I also mean with that you're sensitive to light, to really strong light, you're sensitive to loud noises, kind of the things that a highly sensitive person also feels. So it can be that something also like something on your skin. Just feeling clothing that feels strange on your skin, it can be really, really disturbing for you. So that means you're really, really highly sensitive. When I was still working in the corporate world, you can imagine, yeah, it was really exhausting for me. Handling people the whole day, being with people in a room, a lot of people the whole day, this was not easy for me. So one of my favorite places was the toilet, because there I could be alone, of course. And yeah, and there usually I made a short version of my favorite meditation. I recorded this meditation, the full version of it, finally, and you can find it in the description down below. You can download it and explain everything then in an email, so you can do it too, and also learn the short version of it if you need sometimes to just refresh yourself, restore yourself in a day or in a place where you cannot be alone a long time. Be sure to check out this video next about light workers, because it may be that you're not only an empath but also a light worker. Thank you for subscribing and liking this video. See you in the next one.